Oh, hold on. You know we have an R2D2 over here. You know that, right? I mean, up in the future, we all have an R2D2. I mean, it's just what's going down. Some people have a C3PO. I got an R2D2. Anyway, so I just wanted to share with you a couple of things and answer some questions. So CW94 at your service, the only real time traveler. Everybody else out there, fake time travelers. They're all like, oh, this, that. I predicted Tom Brady's 34th Super Bowl win, 76 years old, throwing tight spirals. That was me. What did this other time traveler say? Oh, yeah, well, the Brewers. The Brewers? Are you kidding me? The Brewers, they don't do anything until 2121. Yeah, another 100 years till the Brewers do something. Anyway, so bottom line is this, and we're now today in the year 2021. I'm not sure if you guys saw the first video of me from 2018, my first predictions, the Tom Brady. He's now up to 6 or 7, I think. I'm trying to remember where we are, but he's up to a lot of Super Bowls. So anyway, let's get to the questions. We're going to see what we have over here. I'm going to scroll back a little. I was able to log in through my restream system here in 2769. Yeah, we have like a time portal connection to the year 2021. Okay, so here's a question that came through. Bradley said, who is the real future man? Well, I'm sitting right in front of you. I'm the only person who has come from the future, back in the future, telecasting to you in the past, right now. You know, you can send me messages to, again, we're working galactically here. Bottom line is, let's get to the next question. But yeah, I'm the true future man, Bradley. No other people out there that are real future men, just fake men pretending to be from the future. And they all, if for some reason, they go in like the dark, oh, they're really dark. What are they? They're like, in the future, it's going to be very, very scary because the buildings are going to explode. Yeah, that happens so many times in the next 700 years. I mean, the amount of times the city just explodes and then it's just rebuilt. The next 700 years, 4 times, okay? So don't act like it's a big deal when some time traveler says, yeah, well, this is going to happen. It all happens. There's like 7 people left on the entire planet. I got all this to myself and R2D2 over here. Hey, R2, can you do me a favor? Grab me a Arnold Palmer. Do you guys know what that is? Oh, yeah, that's right. You knew who he was. Arnold Palmers. Yeah, they're great. We drink them here in 2769. They're fantastic. Let's see what our next question is here. Oh, the Moment of Truth said, hey, future man, do you use biotech? Are you trans? Well, in the future moment, we have both. So you call it however you will. We make our own babies within. It's kind of a cool thing. Not really at the same time. Male and female. Jamie Lee Curtis. Anyway, listen, we're moving forward. What else do we have over here? Sid said, hey, future man, do you still play basketball in the future? Or is it like super basketball with hover shoes? Good question, Sid. There's actually 2 leagues now. So yeah, we still have the NWA. That was a rap group from the 1980s. I don't know if you guys, yeah, that was your timing. But yeah, they play basketball still, NBA, NCAA, but they also have the NHBA and the NHCAA, which is the National Hoverboard Association. And that's a basketball thing. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, you're right, Sid, they have them both hovering all over the place. The greatest player on the Hover Basketball League, this guy is pretty unbelievable. His name is Skeeter Jones. Yeah, Skeeter Jones. Man, I'll tell you, Skeeter Jones, when you see him hovering around with that basketball, you're like, how is he doing it? Oh, that's right, he's hovering. You know, there was a guy back in the day, you guys, or Michael Jordan, you know, he would actually float through the air, where what we did is designed our hoverboards to have the same hang time as Michael Jordan. Naturally, several people, Skeeter Jones, wound up modifying their hoverboards, and all of a sudden, they're keeping air a lot more than others. You know, they're not kicking the ground to get that push, and then, you know, they had to do an ollie in order to get up in the air. They kick off the ground in order to get up in the air. But now, some of these people, like Skeeter Jones, they have figured out a couple of tricks. They got a couple tricks up their sleeves. Anyway, let's move forward, Sid. Thank you for asking that question, though. The hover shoes and the Hover Basketball League, it's actually one of my favorite leagues. Now, don't let me get started on hover baseball. Anyway, what do we got next over here? R2, how many clones do I have out there right now? R2, why don't you have that information? I'm always asking him, and he's just like, I don't even know what that means. I never got the translator to also include R2D2 language. I got everything else. Sid said, Future Man, do they still use boats in the future, or do hover ships do the fishing? That is a very good question. You still have a lot of people from the Philippines using boats. Philippines is still there. And again, there's very few people. I say 7, but that's just where I am. There's probably like tons of people in the Philippines. In fact, I think I saw a video recently of a village in the Philippines, and yep, they're still using boats there. But here, no, we do hover boats. What else do we have? Let's see. Future Man. See, there's a hover boat right behind us. You see it right now? It's going by. It's going to pick up a couple of fish on the way. Are you dropping a line back there? I wanted really. Next time R2 comes by, see if you can ask him. Oh, here's another good one right here. Oh, Sid gets 2 in a row over here. Sid said, Future Man, do they have auto dry clothes like the movie Back to the Future? Yeah, that happens in like 15 years. So I'm talking about 2036. You get auto dry clothes. And it's pretty cool. The inventor, I don't want to let it loose. He's got a talk show. And bottom line is he's been live like really a lot of days in a row. And that guy winds up one day creating this thing, and it's just like you push a button and it, all of a sudden you're dry. Yeah, kind of crazy. But you know, you're gonna have to search to find that guy. I'm not gonna tell you his name. No. What else do we have over here? Oh, Bradley says, CW94, does humanity actually migrate to Mars? Well, that is a good question. They try. Yeah, no, they try to, unsuccessfully. Elon Musk, he took the rocket there. He got off, and he never came back. And he never sent the ships back. No, they never wanted to go after him. R2, why didn't they go after Elon Musk? Do you remember the story behind that? Oh, R2 said they were kind of sick of him. I guess he was making everybody look bad, inventing everything, and anyway, he went to Mars, and they just left him there. I guess, like I have gone myself and traveled there because we have intergalactic travel. And I've gone there before, and I've seen his pad. He's got a really nice setup. I'm talking about like 7,437,000 square feet living space, the quarters he's living in. Unfortunately, he has to pay rent to a guy who owns Mars. You guys don't know about this. There's somebody else who owns Mars. Yeah, his name is Mark. He was kind of marooned there on Mars. I forget the full story. Something like he was a news reporter and he gets stuck on the rocket ship from Elon Musk. This is why he really made him pay back in the future. Elon Musk sends a rocket ship, SpaceX, to Mars. This guy Mark gets stuck on the ship while he's reporting. Oh, more at 6. Up in the air. He all of a sudden gets dropped off on Mars, finds out there's plenty of oxygen to breathe on Mars. You find that out too. And so basically he goes there and he's trying to, to somehow survive on the planet. Elon Musk shows up. He says, hey, you want to come here? You want that land? Guess what? You owe me rent each month. Elon Musk was happy to do it. So I think he's broke by now. And the guy Mark has all the money. Of course, he can't come back because Elon Musk dismantled the rocket once he got there. He didn't want anybody to come back. Apparently, he was like, look, I'm not letting anybody go back to Earth. I'm going to stay here forever. And they stayed there forever, Elon Musk. He and his baby, they can never pronounce his name, the baby's name. It was like 7. But still, that's in the books. That one's in the historical journals. Like, what the freak was Elon Musk's kid's name? We still don't know. We're like, oh, it's a freaking mathematical equation. Okay, that made sense. We just started to call her Goodwill Hunting. We're like, whatever, bud. Like, okay, yeah, the freaking Mozart of math over there. Anyway, so Elon Musk decides to just kind of put the kibosh on Mars. I hope that answered your question there. Bradley, thank you for that one. I appreciate CW94 really appreciates that question. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, Robert has a great one. Robert said, hey, future man, what was first, the chicken or the egg? That's a trick question. They were actually manufactured by a scientist and left here. So it was the chicken. And it was actually left here inseminated. So that chicken had babies the first week. And that was the beginning. And that wasn't just the chicken. That was everything, including you. Yeah, that's right. You're not originally born from a mother. You were born in a freaking petri dish. Not you, but your great. I can't do that. It just keep going. And then eventually you're like, grandfather was the first, and from there they made a little baby Roo, and before you know it, time keeps on slipping into the future, future man. I'm there with them. Yeah, it was crazy. So I mean, look, hopefully that answers your question. So anyway, what do we have here? R2, you know, he doesn't have any respect. I mean, seriously, I rescued him from the junkyard. They're about to throw him in a pit. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I can use an R2. I'll pay you for that guy, $17. I gave him $17. I'm grabbing R2. He's like, no respect. I saved you, you pile of junk, before they threw you in the garbage trash heap container. And you, that's the respect you show me, R2? I just don't think I can handle him anymore. I'm looking for a C3. I'm looking for a C3PO. I think I have to look for a C3PO because R2 is just not doing the job. Anyway, what else do we have for questions here? What about the Jetsons? Terry's asking about the Jetsons. Great show from the 1970s and 80s. And we used to love Rosie from the show The Jetsons. But in the future, it's a little bit different. We don't really have a Spacely Sprockets. Okay, what else do we have here? Well, R2 is supposed to serve my drinks for me. Does he serve my drinks? I mean, you heard me ask for a freaking Arnold Palmer. That was 9 minutes ago. He walked past me afterwards without bringing me that Arnold Palmer. I'll tell you what. Let's see if he brings it next time he comes by. He's always just walking by. I'm like, what are you doing? Where's my freaking Arnold Palmer? If you don't know, that's a half lemonade, half iced tea. Delicious. Make sure you get a sweetened one, though. You don't want to go unsweetened. No good. All right, so let's see what else we have over here. Any other questions? Robert said, is the upcoming Blue Origin space launch actually a cover story for Bezos' fake death? That is also a very good question. The conspiracy theorists and the conspiracy theories were abound on the Bezos trip, and he did get stuck out there for a few days. But no, they made it back. It was okay. He got back okay. And you know, the one thing I would say about Bezos is he had himself cryogenically frozen. I don't know if you realize that. And then they woke him up in the year 2216. They figure out cryogenics, and they're like, "Hey, let's bring the first. Hey, R2, let me ask you a question. Where is my friggin' Arnold Palmer, huh? R2. That's it. I'm getting rid of him. 2216. The crazy thing about this is, you know who they brought back first? Yeah, Robert Stack. I know, it's crazy. They were like, should we bring back Bezos? They're like, no, too high profile. Should we bring back Ted Williams? Like, no, the head the size of a mountain. Let's leave that one in the double ice freezer chest. What about, and this is when they're like, what about Robert Stack? And I'm like, who? And like, you know, the guy from Unsolved Mysteries. And like, 2116. They wake him up. They're like, hey, Robert, listen, we got to have you come back, but you got to do another Unsolved Mysteries. You got to look back in the past, year 21, 22, whatever the hell year we are right now, 2021, and say, it's 2021, and the Vaxaroo, everyone's taking it on the next Unsolved Mysteries. Stack comes back. As soon as they get Stack back, they're like, we can go for Bezos. Bezos comes back. He starts Amazon too. It's a really new thing where they actually start selling humans. We're not going to get into that one. It makes them look better than it really does. The times change. Okay, the times change. It's like when you used to have, this is a horrible time in the history of man, but they used to have slavery, still do in different parts of the world. But they had slavery. Moved past that. We graduated to respecting each other until they had that issue that you guys were living through. But in general, respect became a thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what else I can say about that. Anyway, let's answer some more questions here. Bezos actually winds up coming back stronger than ever in the year 2216. And again, Amazon too, look it up. In the year you're gonna have to wait. In the year 2216, Google search Amazon 2, and then I will be proven the time traveler. I mean, look, every time I can prove to you that I am the only real time traveler, I will do so. So remember in the year 2216 to check that out. And you'll be like, oh, he was right. Let's see what else is next here. Has anything evolved since our time? They keep telling us evolution is real. So there should be things that have evolved. If it is, no, a bunch of crap. They find out that Darwin was just a crazy quackadoo in the year 2117. Crazy story behind that. I'll save that one for the next time, but just remind me about the Darwin story. He was a Satanist. Anyway, we'll get into that one in the future. Next one is, let's see what we have here. They tell us ad nauseum, so many hidden findings. We're the archival archaeologists on our own. I think Vance was asking about if there really was anything hidden under the Sphinx. Or was there anything under the Great Pyramid? Yes, there was a UFO under the fist of the Great Sphinx. And in the Hall of Records, all of the information about aliens, the future, and about the past were in there. Yeah, if you don't know who Thoth was, Thoth set us all up, and we just didn't get there for a very long time. But that does happen. It actually happens in your lifetime. Yeah, I'm talking 2062. Thoth. All of his information. I mean, it's amazing that they wait 40 more years. They know it's there. They did a ground penetrating scan radar, and they saw it under the fist. They saw something in the pyramid, and they weren't willing to go check. Yeah. I mean, are you kidding me? I didn't understand that one. What else do we have for questions here? Oh, R2, listen, they're asking me what planet I'm on. We are on the planet Earth right now. Yeah, this is the future. I'm currently in a little town called Margaritaville. I told you, this is actually the old Yonkers, New York. And we set it up here. But yeah, Yonkers turns into Margaritaville in, I think it's 2316. And then all of a sudden, I've been here. They set this place up like pimp. You see in the background over there, a couple waterfalls. Yeah, that worked out as almost like a pet project at first. And it was a great grandchild of, coincidentally, the Bezos family. And they were like, I want to have waterfalls everywhere. So they did it. Eventually, it was donated to the town of Margaritaville. And now we have it as our backdrop, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you know, that's the actual new town hall. And so, yeah, you know, I actually am also the governor, the mayor, and the bishop of the town clergy. So we do all those things here. And I'm running for president as soon as they bring me back. And they're like, look, you can come back and stay. I'm running for president. Yeah, because I think I could do a good job representing the people of Margaritaville. But for now, I'll take governor, I'll take steward as well. Occasionally I'll steward. I'll do what I have to in order to help the people. Anyway, let's see what other questions we have. Oh, this is an interesting one. Vance said, Mr. Futureman, will the sky become a billboard? No, that doesn't ever happen. But what they do is actually while you're driving, billboards pop out in your face because it's all run by auto taxis. That's basically what it is. You have a driver. You can't drive anymore. You could be like, I like to drive. Sorry, you don't get to drive anymore. Everything's automated. So when you're sitting in your car, the billboards are in your face. They literally pop all over your screens, all over your vehicle. It's a ship. And in that ship, you're looking, and on this one you see, oh, buy Menon. And it just doesn't let you go. Everywhere you go, you see speed stick, and you're just like, what is going on over here? So just be prepared for that one. What else do we have over here? Oh, Bradley said, can you get an espresso? Absolutely, you can get an espresso, just not from R2 friggin' D2. He just doesn't do anything for me. I don't get it. Sid, thank you on the Robert Stack. I appreciate it. Are there any more questions that I can answer before we call it episode 2 of I'm from the year 2769? here to warn you of upcoming events. R2, do me a favor real quick. Get me that freaking Arnold Palmer. R2, I'm serious now. If you don't come back here right now with that Arnold Palmer, I'm calling the junkyard again. R2. R2. Damn. I gotta get rid of him. I got rid of him. I need a robot that listens to me. I thought robots listen. Not freaking R2-D2. You know what it is? I'm kicking back. Yeah, I'm a time traveler. But he had freaking Luke Skywalker with him. So now he's like, this is not fun. Get me an Arnold Palmer. I don't care about what's fun. You're a robot. I want Arnold Palmer. I'm here answering questions. I'm doing a live Q&A here with the past. I'm in the future. And you can't bring me an Arnold Palmer. Keep going by. What the heck is going on with that? I'm fed up with R2-D2. I had another option too. I saw they had like they had the other robot with the red head and the big googly eyes. I looked away because the googly eyes. I didn't like the googly eyes. Stupid looking thing. It looked like a Solo cup on its head, two big white eyes. It said something like that. It said, "Take me home." I said, "Screw, take you home? I'm going with R2-D2. Only to find out that R2-D2 has no respect. Yeah, he's just like walking around, doesn't even give a crap. Just does whatever he wants. I don't even know what he's doing. I'm waiting for a hologram to pop up and say, "Oh, hey, Future Man Phil, you're our only hope." Oh, this is a very, very good question that comes. Oh, R2! Arnold Palmer! Oh. We're leaving the final question for Jacqueline Grace. Jacqueline Grace asked FutureMark, FutureMark, will Sonny the Fists ever put down the coffee cup? Unfortunately, Sonny the Fists passes away in the year 2092. He lives to a ripe old age of 162. He's one of the first that lives beyond 130. After he passes, they try to separate his fists and they put him into two museums. They couldn't fit both in the same museum. They had to take a couple city blocks just for one. So what they did is they designed, this is a very interesting thing. I look forward to you guys seeing this one. This is the end of your century coming up. They designed a double museum situation where Sonny is in the middle. You can drive underneath Sonny. So you're going down Fifth Avenue, right? And as you're driving, you see Sonny the Fists with his stupid Yankee cap. There, they have him encased in glass. And he's almost like a saint where he never deteriorates. His skin stays perfect. Maybe it's all the coffee he drank over the years. I don't know. But you see him encased in glass. You're driving under Sonny the Fists. One fist in this museum. The other fist, the other museum. People go and they spend $80 to go and see his fists. They have to pay $80 per museum. Oh, I saw the right one last week. So yeah. And he eventually puts the coffee cup down because he dies. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Now I see you guys are going to say that I'm not a time traveler because I forgot the most important fact. The reason they pay for each fist is because he's got the cough cup still in his right fist. So you go see the left fist first. They have you in order. Exhibit 1, Exhibit 2. So you got to go, hey R2, how much does it cost these days to go see Sonny the Fists in 2007, 16? Hey, no, R2, how much does it cost to go see him? I can't get anything out of R2. I'm pretty sure now, if you want to go see Sonny the Fists now, it's something like $3 million per fist. I told you, you need to have trillions to do anything 2769. But $3 million, you get to see the double fist situation. Oh, I'm sorry, 6, 3, and 3. That's on you. So he's got this coffee cup in the right hand still. So just remember that this program in its entirety is brought to you by men and